Hey, welcome back to another episode of Explore the Spectrum. I'm your host, Janetta Bryant, and today we are joined with Justin Dickey from Bluesprig, and I am so happy to have you join us today. I know that we were mentioning just a moment ago before this interview started that you're up in the Orange Park, Jacksonville area, and I know that Bluesprig has grown significantly, and there are a lot of different centers. And so we're going to be talking more specifically about yours. But tell us, when somebody sees the name Bluesprig, and I'm guilty of always saying Bluesprig before I would pay closer attention to Bluesprig. So when people see that logo and they see that name, what should they be associating it with?
I think that more than anything, they should be associating high quality applied behavioral analysis services for children who are on the spectrum. Our kids vary in ages from 3 years old to 10 years old, maybe a little bit older. We do focus on that early intervention side of things. But as kids grow with us, we love to set them up for whatever transition is next for them.
Okay, so you made a good point. So you're traditionally working with kids between 3 and 10. Is that right? I heard you right?
That's correct.
And during that time period, you focus on ABA, but y'all are different in a good way from maybe some of the other ABA clinics that parents have experienced. Tell me what makes y'all, a little bit of a different path for some of these families to say, maybe we should try them, even if they haven't had the best experience with ABA in the past.
Yes, absolutely. So more than anything, I believe that our clinics focus on compassionate and passionate services. All of our team members love what they do and make sure that the kids enjoy their time here. It's not something where the kids are sitting in a room or a cubicle all day at the table learning. Our kids are riding scooters, they're learning through play, and they are having the time of their lives and learning the most valuable skills while they're doing it.
That brings a good point. There are different types of play therapy, and then there's ABA, and the two of them are oftentimes distinctly different if you go with the clinical definition. But I find it to be the unicorns in the middle that know how to use the skill set from both bags to make the good in our kids come to light a little bit faster or more easily. And I like hearing you say that they're playing and they're doing things. Are your programs set to be almost the equivalent of a school where they're coming to you all day for 5 days a week, or are you doing sessions that are more 30 minutes or an hour a couple times a week for some of the kids that are going to a program already?
That's a great question. So it's really individualized for the learner. Some of our kids come anywhere from 10 to 15 hours a week, maybe if they're already in a school setting and they're coming after school to work on social skills or some sort of support in academic skills. And then we do have kids who are here more than 25, 30, 35 hours a week, just depending on the level of need for support. It's really just, once again, individualized to the needs of that learner.
And that's good. It's good to be able to have that custom approach for everybody. So you've been there, you know the different staff that works there, their hearts, you know these kids and how much perspective each of them can bring. Do you have a story of encouragement or success that you mind sharing with us?
Yeah, absolutely. This isn't for every single child. Once again, progress is relative. And while we love seeing progress across our clients, some make progress faster or more intentional than others. We've had kids who have come a long way since being here. Sometimes they're with us for 6 months. Sometimes they're with us for 2 or 3 years. But we love seeing progress across the board. We have kids who have come to us with limited vocal communication skills, who get to leave using 2 and 3 word sentences. We have kids who come who cannot typically go out into the community with their parents, and they're leaving, having play dates with others, going to restaurants and going grocery shopping, and all of those things that we want to do with our families as a whole.
So so let me ask you this, because I know that people are going to want to know how to get a hold of you. But before I ask you do you have a wait list? Do you have a current like 6-month, 9-month wait list, or you have spots that people can come and work with you straight away?
So here at the Orange Park location, we are considered at capacity for the most part, but every single clinic is different. We have 5 locations here in the Jacksonville area, and some of them have wait lists of 3 months to a year, and some of them are readily taking kids at this moment.
Oh, that's good. That's encouraging to hear. So thank you for sharing that. Now, how do all of our viewers, how do we all find you? What is the best way to get a hold of you?
So if you're looking for just general information, you can always visit Bluesprig Pediatrics.com. Here in the state of Florida, you may also see Florida Autism Center, and that can be reached at flautism.com. We are a group that's under the Bluesprig umbrella, and here in the state of Florida, we do still have that Florida Autism Center name.
Yeah, and a lot of people do recognize that. I'm glad that you mentioned it, because when y'all came and took over some of the different centers in the Central Florida area, it was really important for people to tie that together. So thank you for making that more clear. And thank you for joining us today. I appreciate your time and helping us understand exactly what y'all do and how you do it a bit differently, right? So thank you very much, Justin.
Yes, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
And thank you to all of our viewers for joining us on this segment today. And I hope that you continue to join us as we continue to explore the possibilities.